February is Black History Month, so we're taking some time to take a look at the Black mixologists, both historical and modern, who've helped shape the industry that we love so much and give them their due respect here on the show. Today we'll be talking about Anthony Bates and the June and Juice on today's episode of Mike's Hard Reviews. Hey there, how there, and hello, welcome back to Mike's Hard Reviews. My name is Michael, I'm a bartender from Southwest Michigan, and it is lovely to have you all here today. We're continuing our series of Black History Month videos with none other than Anthony Bates, a New York-era bartender who, honestly, there's not a lot to talk about, unfortunately. Anthony is originally from Harlem, and he's currently the head bartender at the Polo Club, yes, the Polo Ralph Lauren Club in New York, and also works private events, apparently, but there's not really a huge individual signature for him on the internet. Unlike our previous entries in both Tondi Walton and LP O'Brien, Anthony doesn't have as significant a social media presence. He appears in articles related to cocktails and black culture. He appears in Difference Guide. He has an Instagram with like 5 posts on it, but that is about it, actually. The guy is an industry professional, and his work is actually, I think what we're gonna do today, very, very showing of that. But there's not a lot to talk about in the general idea of who is Anthony Bates. He's a New York City bartender. He's from Harlem. He works as the head bartender at the Polo Club. That's about it. Nothing wrong with that. Still mad impressive, so thank you for your work, Anthony. But I'm gonna take this moment to talk about something a little bit different and give you some just raw Black history rather than looking at Black history through one of our representative bartenders. Anthony came up with a cocktail that he displayed in an article, I can't remember with which magazine, but it's called the June and Juice, and the name is a reference to like a portmanteau of Gin and Juice, a song by Snoop Dogg, and Juneteenth, which is a Black holiday and now a U.S. federal holiday, actually. The Black Independence Day, or as you might know it, Juneteenth, is a federal holiday that was originally founded in 1866 following the emancipation of African slaves from American slavery. Its earliest records go back to 1866, and they're very much church-related. They're kind of directly intertwined with faith, but over the past, nearly 2 centuries, it's actually become something of a cultural and financial movement. That is to say, the support and continued prosperity through donation and solicitation of Black businesses and art. It directly celebrates the emancipation of Black people from slavery, which is a thing I think is incredibly important to constantly remind people of, because it was not that long ago. America as a nation is very, very young, and there are people in this world whose grandparents were slaves still. They're still alive. That's how close we are to this. Never forget that it's important to give respect to holidays like this because they mark very, very important and significant periods and times of positive social change. The holiday's been around since 1866 and has actually been identified, or rather not identified, but recognized as a holiday in all 50 states since 1973, but only became a federal holiday in 2022 when the Biden-Harris administration made it a federal holiday, which was by a lot of people seen as overdue and frankly a good call. So on June 19th, which is when Juneteenth is celebrated every year, go out, solicit some Black businesses, give them your business and support, and show the African-American people of this country and the world that we respect them and are sorry for what we did to them. On that note, thank you, Anthony, for the work you're doing. You're clearly an incredibly talented bartender because the drink we're about to make that you came up with is fucking delicious. So Anthony came up with a cocktail called a June and Juice, and it's actually a very simple cocktail, 5 equal parts plus some bitters, riffing on a Pina Colada, and we are going to make one right now. Let's talk about the ingredients. For this cocktail, you're going to need pineapple juice, cream of coconut, gin, lemon juice, Pear Brandy, mint for garnish, and a special kind of bitters called Burlesque Bitters. The bitters I didn't have access to, so I actually grabbed this bottle of McMahon and Tate Wildly Aromatic. The flavors in this are actually really, really similar, if not like nearly identical, to Burlesque Bitters by, I think, Bittermans. So this is a good way to go if you have need of an alternative. Let's go ahead and shake it up. We will start this off with 1 ounce of coconut cream. We'll come behind that with 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Next up, we'll do 1 ounce of pineapple juice. Come behind that with 1 ounce of Pear Brandy. Then add 1 ounce of gin. And finally, 3 dashes of our Burlesque Bitters. That's all of our ingredients. Let's go ahead and shake this up. Add some ice. And then because we're gonna serve this over the ice that we shook it with, we're gonna shake it for just about 10 seconds. Let's go. For serving, I'm gonna grab a chilled Poco or like similar Snifter style glass. And into that, we'll just dump the contents of our shaker. Top this off with some more ice. Then for garnish, we'll take a mint sprig here. So nice and bundled up. Give that a good little squeeze and put that down next to our ice. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the June and juice. Cheers. This isn't really the right length of straw, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in there and give this a taste anyway. Cheers. Oh, that's good. The combination of coconut, lemon, and pineapple is a much brighter, more like sharp, and not necessarily tart, but like pleasantly sour combination that is, I think, the thing that is missing from a regular pina colada. That factored in with the botanicals of the gin and the pear flavor from the brandy, this tastes like a fucking smoothie. And at that, a really, really good one. Because it's so full of life and buoyancy, it's bright and sharp and like veering on the edge of tart because that pineapple lemon combo is so like equal right there. It is tart, but creamy, lightly sweet. And the blend of spirits here is a lot of fun. I like the idea of doing a fruit brandy with a gin. I'll say, I've been looking for a way to use up this pear brandy for ages, and this is going to be the way that I do it. Thank you so much, Anthony. Holy shit. Genuinely, I think as a riff on a pina colada, this is a really well-informed one. It's taking into account the fact that pina coladas are very fruit-forward between the coconut and pineapple flavors leading the charge there, but there's not a lot of complexity between those two. Here we're adding some really interesting, almost kind of like springy flavors to it, and it is an absolutely divine transition from what I would traditionally call a kind of hit or miss drink. This is an absolute hit, and you should definitely try one like right now. Link down below is a whole bunch of stuff relating to Anthony and the research I did for this video. If you want to go find out more about him, go ahead and read those articles and things, but like I said, there's not a ton there. What you can do is follow him on Instagram and let him know these guys are making some more goddamn content, because I'm here too, dude. Let's collab on something. I know you're the head bartender of like a real business and like you've got more important shit to do than like listen to me, but I'd be down as fuck to work with you. This is amazing shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, click the like button down below and subscribe to catch another episode of Mike's Hard Reviews. We've got one more episode coming out, a quickie episode for Black History Month this year, so be tuned for that. Subscribe and click the bell to be notified when it comes out, and I will see you in that later video. Sláinte. Have a good night.